Hello friends, this is Ryan from Behind Eyes Gaming and welcome to another POE video. In today's video I'm going to go over a money making technique, a currency making technique that you can use in Path of Exile. And when I say you, I mean anyone can use this. So this is a technique that relies on a single basic principle, which is that in the beginning of new leagues, items are very high cost and currencies are very low cost. So I'm going to go over a couple of different strategies for making money based off of this principle. We're going to start with a little bit more of an advanced and kind of quick way to do that, and then we're going to go with an easier way that you can do as long as you can hit Act 9. So as long as you can get to the Blood Aqueducts and Act 9, you can also make currency using this method. So yeah. Hope you enjoy, and let's get to it. Okay, so before we get into the meat of this strategy, step one, you have to start very early in the league, preferably day 1, day 2, and you're going to focus on making a reliable, powerful boss killer. And so you want to use a build that's very item independent, something you can build for very cheap, so you don't have to rely on buying a lot of items early in the league when they are very expensive. And for this, I would recommend possibly a Holy Flame Totem Hierophant, which I have a couple of guides to. I even have a guide on how to do it with the 1 chaos item. That's very easy to get early on, so you can check those out. I'll put them in the description below. Also, possibly a Bane build is very item independent and very easy to get up and started. And I don't have any guides on that, but you can search those on YouTube. I'm sure there are a ton of great ones there for you. And once you have that, you want to be able to focus on getting a build that can easily at least do the White Elder and Elder Guardians, and also Atziri, and we'll talk about that in a second as to why. Alright, so the next step is, in order to demonstrate this principle, we're going to go to POE.ninja, and we're going to look at Doriani's Catalyst. So if you don't know, POE.ninja will show you the prices of items, the average prices of items, along with their historical price. So we're going to bring up Doriani's Catalyst. This drops from Atziri, and we're going to look at a couple of additional items as well. But as you can see, as I said earlier, items early on in the league are very expensive. 44.2 chaos in this case on day 3. So, and it kind of rose up to that point. And then currently it's sitting at around 15 chaos. So this is a pretty popular item. It'll stay popular throughout the league, but our goal is to try to get these early on, and we're going to also look at currency. So you can kind of see the inverse happening in currency. We're going to pull up exalted orbs here. Early on, similarly in the league, let's say the same day, day 3, we can see that Exalts are going for 86.7 chaos, and even earlier 69 chaos on day 2. So the earlier you get into this, the better. And as you can see, currently they are 144 or 150 chaos each. And they even peaked at around 174, 177, almost 178. So those rose in price greatly. So I just wanted to demonstrate this principle before we talk on exactly how to do it. So the idea is we're going to look for items such as this, and another great item to go for. Let's see if I pulled it up. Nope, I pulled up Doriani's Catalyst twice. Another item that is great that we're going to be going for here is Grelwood Shank. Grelwood Shank can actually drop off the Elder Guardians, and it's a very popular meta item for Molten Strike, which may become even more popular next patch. And that's just due to the fact that it gives Molten Strike additional projectiles and a bunch of other bonuses as well, point blank, and Iron Reflexes, which gives you a lot of damage with the projectiles shot out by Molten Strike. So it's a very, very powerful item. And as you can see on day 2, we're looking at 163.2 chaos. So this is an item that we could farm by doing Elder Guardians very, very early on, sell for 163 chaos, and what you can do is you go to currency again and you find either you find Exalts early on, so day 2, you sell it for 163 chaos. You can use this to buy 2 Exalts, almost 3 Exalts, and then you just simply hold on to those Exalts. You can do the same thing with Divine Orbs. Divine Orbs are very cheap in the beginning, so we're going to focus on Exalts and Divine Orbs. On day 2, you can get these for 3.3 chaos. Day 3, even 6 chaos, and currently they're at 18 and they peaked at 20. So let's say on that same day you bought a bunch of Divine Orbs for 3.3 chaos. You could buy a boatload of them. They're going to well over triple in price, easily triple to quadruple in price, and you hold on to them and you sell those later in the league, or you can just hold on to them and you have a bunch of divines. If you need divines and exalts, this is a great thing to do anyway, so you can use them for your end of the league crafting, because if you were to buy them later on. But if you just want to convert them to chaos, or convert a portion of them to chaos, you're making a huge profit here in value. If you sell that one item for 163 chaos and you bought 3 exalts, we're looking at, through exalts, it going from 69 chaos to 150. You're almost tripling your money, and you're doing even better with divines if you can get enough divines to do this. So you're going to end up turning that 163 chaos into at least triple. So that is a huge number. We're looking at almost 500, or right around 500 chaos from a simple item that is now worth, when it is now 25 chaos. So you're taking that 25 chaos item and turning it into almost 500 chaos in value. This is huge, and we can do this for other things as well. So I'm going to show you one that you can do. The next one's going to be something that you can do as long as you can get to Act 9. You can start doing this in the Blood Aqueducts, and you can scale it up even better later by picking up the strategy and channels. And I'm sure some of you from that can figure out what I'm talking about. I'm going to go to 6 link items here, and we're going to search for tabula rasa. Not on top here, but we found some more, and here we go. Tabula rasa. So we're going to farm in the Blood Aqueducts the divination card to get tabula rasa, and as you can see on day 2, that is 24 chaos. So normally I'd say, okay, it's a 6 link, you can sell this for a divine orb. Well, divine orbs on day 2 are 3.3 chaos. So what you do is instead you take the tabula rasa, sell it to a player for 24 chaos, and then you buy divine orbs for like 4 chaos each. You're getting 6 divine orbs for the cost of 1 tabula rasa, and by the end of the league it doesn't drop that much. Tabula rasas keep their value pretty well. They do drop a little bit, but for the most part they keep their value, and we're looking at 19 chaos. So this 19 chaos item, now you got 6 divine orbs, and by the end of the league you can sell those 6 for 18 chaos each. So that's a pretty good value. That's what, 108 chaos for what is now a 19 chaos item, and that's only one. You can scale this operation up by going to channels, by making sure you're using sextants on the channels, making sure that you're getting high quality, or high quantity rather, and you're going to be able to get more divination cards more quickly. But you can start this. If you're not the fastest leveler, if on day 1 or day 2 you can only get up through the beginning of Act 9, that's fine. You can actually start implementing this strategy right away. So this is a really nice way to make currency. If you're not in a hurry to make currency, you can still make a decent amount of currency. I mean, you can convert these anytime, even if you're willing to just farm for a week and trade them up then. Like if you trade your 3.3 chaos divinations a week afterwards, you're still looking at a solid 8.5 chaos. So you're still over doubling your money that way. It'll be able to fund your builds. You can farm them all the while. The earlier you get in on this, the better it's going to be, and this can be used in any league. So I really hope you enjoyed this money-making tip. This has been Ryan from Behind Eyes Gaming, and I will see you next time. Bye!